Hello for everyone. So today is the 14th week report for Better Career, and till this moment we have discussed several project management methodologies, and there are some other methodologies too, but today's part and the next part, we will talk about how to pick the right methodology. So the first part. From the above videos, it is clear that different project management methodologies are better suited for different projects. So you wouldn't want to use, for example, CCPM to a software project, just as you wouldn't want to use Agile for a big real estate development. So when you're picking project management methodology, here are a few things to keep in mind. The first is to evaluate the project. When choosing a project management methodology, it helps to start from the end. You need to know exactly what the final deliverable should look like and what you'll need to get it done. Focus on gathering initial requirements. So if the requirements suggest that you need a large and diverse team, pick a methodology that supports flexibility. And similarly, if you have a clear idea of the end result, pick a more structured methodology such as waterfall. And if the end result is vague, it means common in case of in-house projects, pick iterative methodology like Agile, for example. So some other things to consider when evaluating projects are project budget, timeline, size, and complexity, stakeholder expectations, project type, and industry. The second thing is to evaluate your team. Your project management methodology is essentially a blueprint for the project. It tells your team what to create and when to create it. For this to happen, however, your team should be able to read the blueprint itself. In other words, if your team isn't familiar with the project management methodology of your choice, you will struggle to get results. You will have to devote time to learning the methodology and leading to delays. Also, consider your team composition. Identify its strengths and weaknesses, and if the team thrives on collaboration, you can pick a less structured approach like Agile. If the team is highly motivated and disciplined, a Scrum approach can work well. If you have limited resources, pick a resource-efficient approach like CCPM. Here are a few things to consider when evaluating your team. Team experience, training, self-organization, capabilities, team preparedness, team location. So, essentially pick a methodology that fits your team instead of forcing your team to fit the methodology. And in the next part, we will talk about the other things to choose the project methodology.